On paper, AC Rally looks tailor-made to finally replace Richard Byrne's Rally as the GOAT, the greatest of all time. Modern physics, laser scan stages, absolutely gorgeous presentation. It's easy to look at it and think, this is the future of rally sims. Up until the 0.5 update, I remained cautiously optimistic about this trajectory. Content, cars, stages, variety, was the obvious gate, but the assumption was that as development pushed towards 1.0, those gaps would close and multiplayer would arrive in a rally-friendly form. After spending time with the Phase 1 multiplayer in 0.5, that picture's changed. The way AC Rally structures online competition makes it far less likely, at least in the near term, that it can replace RBR and RallySimFans as a serious league platform. To see why, it helps to be clear about how League Rally actually works. In RBR with RallySimFans, a typical league round is built around asynchronous club events. An organizer defines a multi-stage rally, sets a time window, and drivers run those stages alone when they have time during that window. Timing, penalties, retirements, results, those are all handled behind the scenes. While the event window is open, drivers can see relative gaps, who's ahead or behind, but not the full times. Only when the window closes do full results and championship points appear. The whole structure assumes drivers are not sitting together in the same session. On stage, you're isolated. There are no live splits against other competitors, no indicator that you're 2 seconds down on your rival mid-split and need to send it. You commit to your pace notes and your capabilities. Only after everyone is finished do you find out if you were quick enough. That isolation and delayed feedback aren't quirks, they're part of the discipline. They shape the stress profile, the risk management, and the muscle memory league drivers build around the format. RBR has a reputation for being brutal, and honestly, it's really well deserved. Overdrive and it's gonna punish you. You can't rely on the sim to bail you out if you come into every corner like a hero. In my own league, we talk about driving with survival in mind. The goal is to finish the rally, not just set one outrageous stage time and then retire into the trees. That means respecting what the car can and cannot do, what you can and cannot do, not assuming you can magically hold every save. I get comments on my own videos sometimes from people saying I'm missing the point of rally because I don't throw it into every blind corner at maximum attack. The people who have lived in RBR and RSF for years are usually quick to respond. Finishing rallies, driving within your limits, is exactly the point of rally when you look at it through a sim lens. That's the core sim versus game tension. RBR demands discipline and survival. A lot of modern rally games reward consistent send-it behavior and smooth out the consequences. Against that backdrop, AC Rally arrives with a really attractive package. Laser scan stages based on real WRC heritage, a physics model that feels demanding and modern, co-drivers that sound and behave like they belong there. It's the first rally sim in a long time that actually feels like it could live in the same neighborhood as RBR. The published plans talk about expanding the car lists, adding more locations, building a rally school and career, and turning AC Rally into a sort of modern rally encyclopedia. Anyone tired of RBR's vintage presentation but unwilling to give up its depth, it's exactly the kind of ambition you want to hear. When league drivers ask me when we might move, my answer was once content is deep enough and once multiplayer clearly supports proper league events. There was an assumption that the competition structure would follow the physics and take rally itself seriously. 0.5 update finally reveals how AC Rally wants online competition to work. That's where things start to diverge from league expectations. Phase 1 multiplayer is built around single stage lobbies. You create or join a session. Up to a handful of drivers join you, everyone runs the same stage in that shared time window, and you see results essentially right away. In practice, it behaves like a classic racing game lobby. Join a server, run with others now, check the board, repeat. This is where that RBR meets Wreckfest feeling kicks in. On the driving side, AC Rally is aiming straight at the hardcore rally sim end of the spectrum, very RBR-like in how demanding it can be. On the multiplayer side, 0.5 feels like Wreckfest structure transplanted onto rally stages. Synchronous sessions, leaderboards front and center, pickup racing with friends. Great for casual fun, more hobby than discipline for league-minded drivers. Reviewers who value leaderboard racing, jumping into sessions, constantly chasing times, seeing live how they stack up, are thrilled by all of this. For them, it's more engaging and exciting than old-school club formats. For league drivers used to RSF, the same design reads very differently. There's no built-in notion of an asynchronous club that runs all week. There's no multi-stage championship event structure. And the focus on session-based live comparison cuts directly against the isolated survival-oriented rallies we run now. If Phase 1 multiplayer had been a rough but clearly club-shaped system, events run over time, simple multi-stage structures, aggregated results, I'd be comfortable chalking up the problems to early access roughness. The reality is different. The first serious investment in multiplayer doesn't just lack clubs. It codifies a different philosophy entirely. AC Rally is choosing to center its online experience around synchronous lobbies and live leaderboard comparison. That's a racing game mindset, not a league rally mindset. Content gaps, missing cars, limited locations were always solvable. You can expand those with time and budget. Changing the underlying competitive architecture is much harder. Once you've built UI and event design around everyone runs together now, reorienting the system towards asynchronous clubs and championships requires more than just a few new menus. That's why the 0.5 release doesn't just push back a timetable for me. It's fundamentally changed the odds. AC Rally remains the closest any modern sim has come to RBR in terms of how it drives, but as long as its online ecosystem is built around Wreckfest-style lobbies and leaderboard racing, it's not a credible replacement for RSF-style league rallies. For drivers and organizers anchored in RBR and RallySimFans, this simplifies the answer to when do we move. RBR stays the main competitive home. It's old and sometimes awkward, can crash randomly at times, but it does give us asynchronous clubs, multi-stage events, championship tooling, and a physics model that many of us still trust more than anything else for league training. Assetto Corsa Rally with 0.5 becomes a side sim for my ecosystem. It's where you go to enjoy modern visuals, explore different physics on familiar terrain, and maybe participate in esports-style events that assume live sessions and leaderboard racing. It's not where I can, in good faith, tell drivers to spend their primary practice hours for RSR formatted rallies. That doesn't mean I've written AC Rally off entirely. A pivot towards asynchronous clubs, multi-stage online events, and optional pure rally modes with no live comparative feedback during runs would change the conversation dramatically. But that would require not just more features. It would require embracing the competition format as seriously as it's embraced the driving. Until that happens, the honest stance is simple. Appreciate AC Rally for what it does well, but keep league rallying anchored where the sim and the format are aligned.
Spaß mache Rennsport.